I'm driving a 641 horsepower electric drift cart.
I'm Scott Evans from Motortrend, and this is the Hyundai RN24. And I promise you this is a real thing, really made by Hyundai, and it is an electric drift car. Like, they've made the coolest, funnest thing you can imagine here. But they didn't just cut up an Ioniq 5N to make this. No, they went all out. It's just the most radical thing you can think of. And the whole point of it is to be fun. And it makes drifting and getting sideways and smoky just so easy. But how did they do it, right? So the first thing they did was they had to shorten up that wheelbase, get it smaller, get it lighter. So they took the battery pack and they took some of the stuff in the front, the inverters and the cooling system, and moved it up on top. And that allowed them to take 6.5 inches out of the wheelbase. So now we got a smaller package. We kept the motors. It's the same 641 horsepower that your Ioniq 5N makes, but now they've added a mechanical limited slip differential to the front motor, and they've kept the electronic limited slip in the rear motor, but tuned that up. And then that wasn't enough, so they put rally car suspension on it. And I don't mean that like a joke, like they actually modeled the suspension off of their WRC rally car. And really crucially, they've invented the coolest thing, I think, the regenerative drift brake. So you know when you're rally cars or drift cars, they've always got the handle, the drift handle, they pull it, and usually what it does is it locks up a special brake caliper on the rear, and that makes the car get sideways. It locks up the rear wheels and they go. Well, on this one, they figured that's complexity, that's weight, that's cost, that's extra, all this extra stuff. Instead, Hyundai's is all software. When you pull that thing, it activates a switch, and the switch tells the rear motor to do full regen braking. And I'm talking like more than what you get like normally driving around, like really hit it, locks up those rear wheels, and all it took was a stick and a switch and a couple of ones and zeros. But to really make this thing controllable, also put rally car steering in it. So normally the Ioniq 5N's a 13-to-1 steering ratio, but this one is 9-to-1. So when you're all sideways, it's just a little quick steering and you've got it, you hold it, and you can just smoke the tires all day long. There's more that goes into it than that. There's a lot of software to figuring out how to send how much power to which motor, but really at the end of the day, they took a rally car and an Ioniq 5N that you can go buy, and they smashed them together into this crazy thing, put a roll cage on it, and they're gonna let us go out and just absolutely destroy the tires. So let's stop talking and let's go drive it.
I mean, there was actually a point to this, I swear. It doesn't seem like it. But Hyundai has out the clue that electric vehicles can be fun. And that you can take racing technology and put it in electric vehicles and make them do all kinds of cool stuff.